say. But here we are with a tail of the tape. Velfile, 14 years of age, 145 centimeters tall with an official weight of 100 pounds. 30 fights under his belt, taking on Thong. Diamond, 14 years of age, 148 centimeters tall with the height advantage. 100 pounds official weight with 45 fights under his belt. Now I was in the back room before, Jim, and there was a lot of excitement around Thong from a lot of the fans back there. So I'm excited to see what he brings. But he is coming off a loss from their previous go at each other. Velfile taking the win against Thong.
So thank you everyone for joining us for the first round of the first fight of the afternoon. In the red shorts and the red corner we have Velfile, and in the blue corner in the blue shorts we have Thong. We are scheduled for 5 rounds.
Now, as I was mentioning before, now Velfile did win their last encounter, but he did lose his last fight at Rungsit Stadium, so he'll be looking to redeem himself a little bit here, but still ever confident to take it away against Thong. But Thong, I think he's looking very fiery there in the blue corner, very aggressive, trying to go straight for the leg kicks there.
And as we mentioned before, because these two have fought each other before, there doesn't really tend to be that feeling out process. You're almost trying to give them a reminder of what to expect from their last fight, almost like that receipt system is like, you go out there, you let them know, you let them remember what happened in that last fight, and you get straight to it. I mean, very common with first round and 5-round Muay Thai, Joe. We tend to see that feeling out process, the range management, them trying to basically gather and gauge where their opponent is. But as you've already mentioned, we're seeing Thong really coming out firing with these leg kicks and some beautiful returns as well.
Well, with 1:23 into the first round, it's really picking up here in center ring as Thong pushes the head of Velfile through the ring there. Great clinch control there from the young man in the blue.
The referee brings them back into central ring, and off they go once again, holding central ring. Velfile just misses with a head kick upstairs, but he's starting to get on the balls of his feet. And we've got a classic matchup of a southpaw against an orthodox. So Thong in the southpaw position, Velfile in the regular orthodox, and these are going to be 2-minute rounds for these juniors. 2-minute rounds, 5 rounds scheduled.
So make sure not to go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Firing up in that first round. I mean, I think it's because Thong really put it on him. But here we are for round 2 right now, right here at Omnoi Stadium. Jimmy, talk us through what you're seeing.
Yeah, I'm loving it so far. You know, we've got a classic Muay Thai match of an orthodox against a southpaw. It's going to be a battle of the footwork. And as you can see with Velfile, he's in the orthodox stance. Thong in the southpaw. So they're trying to get their lead leg on the outside of their opponents before they start sending that back kick or that backhand. The referee says, get back in the center and start the action once again.
And it's really interesting that Thong's trying to push forward, because it's not often that we see the southpaw trying to push forward. Often they're trying to be on that back foot and draw them in because of the rarity of sort of training with southpaws. They like to draw them into that big power kick. So Thong, very aggressive for a southpaw in my opinion.
Yeah, very interesting point as well, because it's so difficult to find a natural southpaw in gyms. So when you go up against one, you may not have had the correct training for it as well, so you can kind of go for that element of surprise as well. So if you are a powerful southpaw, you use it to your advantage in the sense of being very surprising with your attacks as well. Anyways, halfway through this round already, and both fighters just really going for it in the opening round.
Beautiful kick to inside elbow there from Velfile, now trying to get the control of inside the clinch, but the referee breaks them apart. You can even see Velfile trying to utilize some fakes here, trying to keep Thong guessing, using that rear teep to keep him at bay, try and keep him in that kicking range, as he's trying to do kind of the opposite of what a southpaw would do. Velfile trying to draw him in for that big rear kick. Interesting stuff here in center ring at Omnoi Stadium, and the crowd going absolutely ballistic for this one. They love a good junior fight, Jim.
Yeah, as we mentioned as well, it's the case of they don't really have the same fear, the same nerves that you would see in other fights. and we just saw an absolute rally of body kick after body kick. A great round. We're going into a third. Don't go anywhere, folks.
The crowd going absolutely wild for Thong. A huge chant in the crowd, but here we are for round number 3 underway now.
Yeah, and with our noise-cancelling headphones, we can still hear the crowd going absolutely wild. And don't go anywhere, because in bout number 2, we will have Jiroat taking on Son Hanong. So for those of you just joining us, we've got Velfile in the red, Thong in the blue, and this is a rematch. Both fighters in the clinch already.
That beautiful face push there from Velfile, trying to nullify the forward action there from Thong, trying to get the upper hand inside the clinch. Interestingly enough, Thong, the shorter of the two, trying to push the action, going straight for the clinch. Beautiful rear kick there, and a good turnover by Velfile in that last exchange.
A nice left hand downstairs landed by Thong as both fighters get involved with the clinch, and you see Velfile very quickly takes control of the clinch and then marches forward with a big left hand.
And Velfile, I think, smells some weakness there, because he's really pushing forward, went for the big right hand and trying to lock up inside the clinch now, really trying to swayed Thong to coming into his distance here.
Yeah, absolutely. He smelled something. He went for it. Thong's done a very good job to remain calm under all of this pressure that he's going through. I noticed with Velfile as well, he's hinged at the hips. He's almost trying to offer his chin out for Thong to go for that counter. Some absolute fantastic stuff by these two young fighters.
And it's a bit of a dance-off. Goes for the inside leg kick. Engages back into the clinch with a big stabbing knee to lock it up, to nullify the action against Thong. And you can see the corner of Velfile telling him to move forward and just go and engage in the action. Don't sit there and wait. Push the pace here against Thong.
Velfile just dancing around, lands a nice right hand upstairs. Thong remaining calm under this fire, and as soon as we say that, Velfile gets him involved in the clinch. Thong starts firing back with some beautiful leg kicks, and they're back at it again.
Pushes the palms across, stabs the knee out from that last exchange, and that is the end of the round. A very confident Velfile standing up on the ropes there. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in just a moment. I don't know if I'm just speechless after that last round.
When you're speechless, Joe, we know it was something good. Anyways, folks, thanks for joining us for the 4th round scheduled for 5. Velfile in the red, Thong in the blue. The referee pries them apart. Back in central ring. We are back into the action. 2 minutes scheduled.
Thong looking ever focused here, trying to break down the pressure from Velfile. Kick for kick. This is textbook Muay Thai, and this is what it's all about, as Velfile pushes him into the corner, but on the retreat now. Thong got control in center ring. Kick for kick, but it looks like Velfile is exploding into the action now.
Velfile with the absolute fluidity of the combinations. Right hand into left kick with the step-up knee, and he does it just so brilliantly with no telegraphing at all. Beautiful stuff, but Thong fires back with some nice body kicks as they get involved in the clinch.
And like Bruce Lee says, be like water, my friend, and that's what he's doing, just rushing in like a absolute torrential forward.
And both fighters back into central ring. This is an action-packed round. I feel like Thong is now just following Velfile down, and Velfile could really resort to just going on the back foot once again and just protecting his points, so to speak. Referee jumps right in there.
And this is why they are the gold standard of officiating, in my opinion. Pushes the palm over, tries to take the back and break the posture of Velfile. Gets broken apart back into center ring, and it looks like Thong is on the forward march. All gas, no brakes here in center ring.
And as you mentioned, that Thong landed a beautiful left hand upstairs, and it landed clean as they both tumble to the canvas.
And takes the back, trying to get the judo over him. Bit of jiu-jitsu here in center ring.
What a fantastic fight we are witnessing right now. Final moments of round number 4, and a beautiful teep by Velfile to keep Thong away from him. Thong is not giving up. He's charging towards him, and that is the end of round number 4. We're going into a 5th round, Joe.
And both fighters looking very confident as the crowd goes wild. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in just a moment.
I mean, a very classic shot to land against an orthodox or a southpaw is your backhand as soon as you get that lead leg on the outside. We're going into a 5th and final round. Velfile in the red, Thong in the blue. Let us know in the comments below, who do you think is winning so far? On my unofficial scorecard, I've got the red corner winning.
And look at this high level of Muay Thai here. Every time that Thong kicks Velfile and Velfile kicks off, he keeps that stable base and blocks. He anticipates the kick coming from Thong as they're broken away in the clinch but put back in the center ring. Just look here for this moment. He's waiting for Thong to kick. He'll kick and then he'll block. Oh, nice work.
And you read it perfectly, Jerks. Exactly what he's doing. He's constantly leaving that chin out there. Like we mentioned, he's hinging at the hips. He's trying to bait Thong into a short, and then he counters beautifully. Just absolute fantastic stuff by Velfile as he gets involved in a clinch once again, and he sends the knees to the midsection. The referee jumps in the middle, pries them apart, and they're going back into central ring.
So here we are, continuing the action here at Omnoi Stadium. Thong trying to chase down Velfile. Bit of a fate there, trying to keep Thong guessing. Kick for kick, swipe for swipe, leaning back. Beautiful work entering the matrix here from Velfile.
It was almost as if that footage was sped up on the camera. They're just moving so fast. And the way they're moving and how correctly they're throwing combinations, this is absolutely fantastic Muay Thai we are witnessing right here. Just a fantastic way to start this afternoon off. Thong charges towards Velfile as he just marches on the back foot. And both fighters in the clinch once again.
Oh, muscling him around the ring there, really bullying him across the ring as he pushed that palm over, trying to take the back. But Thong continues the forward march, putting the pressure here on Velfile. And that is the end of the fight, Jim.
Wow, what an absolute fight we just witnessed there. Both fighters putting it all on the line. Not one of them wanted to take a back foot. All of them just went forward. All of them proved exactly what they've been training for. Beautiful fight. I mean, whichever way it goes, Joe, I'm sure people would want to see that fight run again. And of course, Velfile does take the victory. Well-deserved victory. Beautiful stuff, really. And you can see the man dancing around the ring. His coach is in the center of the ring, dancing as well to the drums that are blazing for him. Fantastic victory. Fantastic Muay Thai. I hope they run it back one more time.